What the hell is up? Welcome back to Josh's Hoarder Corner. We got something to open up, obviously. Otherwise, why would I be here? So, let's do it. This is from Premier Collectibles, which I'm pretty sure I could have just bought it from Barnes & Noble. But, whatever. Looks like they just poured hot glue down the side of the box. I've never ordered from them before. I mean, it looks fine. I'm not complaining about their packaging. Just saying. So yeah, I've never ordered from them before. I don't know if this item was exclusive to them or not. Since I said Barnes & Noble already, I'm sure I ruined the surprise. But it's okay, because it's probably going to say in the description, or the title, what it is. I wonder how many of you stopped by just to see who's going to win in the fight, me or the box. Spoiler alert, I won. Whoa, it's like a styrofoam envelope. That's cool. I could probably use that for some of my shipping needs. So what we have here is the first 21, How I Became Nikki Sixx. Some nice little images all over the book. This is cool. So it actually came with, you don't get these every time you order a signed book. Most time if I order from like Barnes & Noble or BAM, it does not come with this. So that's a good touch. Certificate of Authenticity from Premier Collectibles. Mr. Dwayne Ward, the CEO. This book is signed by Nikki Sixx in the year 2021 AC, 2021 AC, after COVID. Huh. Let's see here. Rock and roll icon and 3-time best-selling author Nikki Sixx tells his origin story. How Frank Farana became Nikki Sixx, chronicling his fascinating journey from irresponsible Idaho farm boy to the man who formed the revolutionary rock group Motley Crue. Nikki Sixx is one of the most respected, recognizable, and entrepreneurial icons in the music industry. As the founder of Motley Crue, who is now in his 21st... As the founder of Motley Crue, who is now in his 21st year of sobriety. That sentence just doesn't make sense. It's a mess. Sixx is incredibly passionate about his craft and wonderfully open about his life in rock and roll and as a person of the world. Born Franklin Carlton Farana on December 11th, 1958, young Frankie was abandoned by his father and partly raised by his mother, a woman who was ahead of her time and deeply troubled. Frankie ended up living with his grandparents, bouncing from farm to farm and state to state. He was an all-American kid, hunting, fishing, chasing girls, and playing football. But underneath it all, there was a burning desire for more, and that more was music. He eventually took a Greyhound bound for Hollywood. In Los Angeles, Frank lived with his aunt and uncle, the president of Capitol Records, for a short time. I did not know that. But there was no easy path to the top. He was soon on his own. There were dead-end jobs, dipping circuit boards, clerking at liquor and record stores, selling used light bulbs, and hustling to survive. But at night, Frank owned his craft, joining Sister, a band founded by fellow hard rock veteran Blackie Lawless, and formed a group of his own, London, the precursor to Motley Crue. Turning down an offer to join Randy Rhoads' band, Frank changed his name to Nicky London, Nicky 9, and finally Nikki Sixx. Like Huck Finn with a stolen guitar, he had a vision. A group that combined punk, glam, and hard rock into the biggest, most theatrical, and irresistible package the world had ever seen. With hard work, passion, and some luck, the vision manifested in reality. And there is a profound true story about finding identity, of how Frank Farana became Nikki Sixx. It's also a roadmap to the ways you can overcome anything and achieve all your goals, if only you put your mind to it. So inspirational. I actually am being snide about this, but it's just because I hate the way that was written. And I'm excited to read this book. Like, I've read his Heroin Diaries. I read some of the things that he's done. So I'm interested. Nikki Sixx is an international rock icon, founding member of Motley Crue and 6am. 3-time New York Times bestselling author for the Heroin Diaries, This Is Gonna Hurt, and Motley Crue's The Dirt. philanthropist, photographer, and addiction recovery advocate. Sixx had the #1 nationally syndicated rock radio show Sixth Sense with Nikki Sixx on iHeartMedia for 8 years. In March 2019, Sixx premiered Motley Crue's hit Netflix biopic The Dirt, based on the band's 2001 autobiography, starring Coulson, MGK, as Tommy Lee. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. It's going to be a good one. I mean, the Motley Crue story is pretty well known, but I feel like this will shed some additional light into areas that The Dirt couldn't cover because it was a book about all of them and not just Nikki Sixx. This has been 5 minutes of me reading terribly from the jacket of a book. Thank you for stopping by. And if you read this, I want to hear if you love it. Until next time.